Hello ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here and welcome to Nuclear Throne update number 66. For those of you who do not know, this is a one time a week where we here at Tengu Drop take a look at the latest Nuclear Throne update, grab that changelog, put it into video format for your viewing pleasure, and show you as much as possible. With that said, before we head into update number 66, let's quickly recap what happened in update number 65. Update number 65 introduced the fast and deadly heavy assault rifle to the game, Big Dog's rockets got an upgrade after looping, and the new logo finally made its way into the actual game. Many balances were made, including a focus on Rebel, bugs were fixed and tweaks were tweaked. Now that we're all caught up, let's check out update number 66. Update number 66 continues the recent trend of powerful new weapons with a new blood weapon. Yes, this week Vlambeer have added the blood cannon, mixing both the devastation of a cannon with the squirtiness of a blood weapon. Despite displaying just about every characteristic of other blood weapons, it seems the blood cannon does not hurt the player in any way. And that includes being caught in the cannon's explosion, so bleed freely. That does it for new content this week, but there were quite a few notable changes made, so let's take a look at the latest changes and fixes. Last week, Rebel had her active ability tweaked to steadily increase the amount of health required to spawn additional allies. This week, the tweak has been retweaked. It now costs Rebel 1 HP for the initial ally spawned, and 2 HP for every additional ally spawned. Snow tanks have received a change to their behavior on death. Upon taking hits, snow tanks will now blink a bit before exploding, warning nearby players and props that things are about to get a little bit hotter. The Blood Hammer got a damage boost, Rogue attracts even more IDPD, the Throne's Beam of Death gained a slight homing ability, and Big Dog's rockets are even meaner upon looping. How mean? We'll just remind you that last week the rockets were given the ability to also shoot bullets. And finally, the mutation icons seen at the top right now display mutations in the order they were chosen. Fixes this week include a quote-unquote fix to the Sharp Teeth mutation, which inadvertently creates invulnerable enemies. Unfortunately, users on the Steam forums are reporting that the bug still persists, so players should be careful when choosing Sharp Teeth right now, or just never get hit. Ever. Easy. And that's about it for this week's fixes and changes. As always, if you would like to read the full changelog for yourself, a link can be found in the description below. Now let's check in with what the community has been up to. This week, Steam user Solid has issued the GGL challenge, requiring players to play as Eyes, start with the Crown of Blood, and have Eyes' active ability active at all times. For all the details regarding this challenge, be sure to check out the link in the description below, listed under Community Link Dump. If Solid's Eyes challenge just isn't challenging enough, or you're currently number 1 on the list waiting for a new challenger, consider also checking out Steam user Leonidas Craft's challenge, the Bare Bones Challenge. The Bare Bones Challenge will require players to use horror, revolvers only, and the use of horror's beam is not allowed. At all. This challenge is speed-based and has 2 categories, so be sure to check out the link in the description below for all the details needed to participate. Then head over to the Nuclear Throne wiki to challenge your mind. Because knowledge is power. Stay in school, kids. And that'll do it for update number 66. The Blood Cannon is yet another fun weapon added to the game, although I personally will likely never see it in the wild thanks to some incredibly bad luck. It seems Rebel is the toughest character to balance right now, and it's interesting to see this approach to her development. The simple act of switching variables and seeing how the community reacts is partly what makes early access so interesting. And finally, here's hoping Vlambeer can figure out how Sharp Teeth continues to create those invulnerable enemies week in and week out. Anyway, if you haven't already purchased Nuclear Throne and you want to learn more about it, be sure to check out nuclearthrone.com. You can also subscribe to Vlambeer's Twitch channel, where they live stream the development of this game every Tuesday and Thursday. Subscribing gives you access to Nuclear Throne emoticons used on twitch.tv, as well as a Steam copy of the game. And of course, we here at Tengu Drop do our best to cover the latest Nuclear Throne update every weekend, and we also do a Nuclear Throne playthrough called the One Shot every Thursday, so be sure to check back often, or just subscribe to the channel. As always, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the latest additions and changes made to the game. How do you feel about the Blood Cannon and yet another tweak to Rebel? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!